Alrighty, squad, what's going on out there today, guys? How's everybody doing? Happy Halloween, first and foremost. It's also Monday, so hopefully when I post this video tomorrow, I'll actually be in the taco costume on Taco Tuesday and not the day after. So, yeah, we're back up here in Millersville, Maryland. You'll recognize this as Anne Arundel County Police Department headquarters. And we're actually not going into the headquarters today. We're going to walk down this road and check out the other facilities that are down here. There's like shops that work on the cars. There's the fire department, I believe, and a few different things. So we're going to go check those out. And as always, make sure they respect our rights to film in public and publicly accessible areas and don't act like a bunch of buttheads to us. But yeah, again, squad, happy Halloween, and let's get into it. So this is the Anne Arundel County Fire Department Training and Research Division. You'll recognize that over there as the area where the cop was confused on whether they were harassing me or giving me customer service. I think that's like onto the property. I don't think this is the parking lot. I think that would have to be like posted over here as like a no trespassing. That's definitely for the fenced in area, which is cool. I get that. We're not going in the fenced in area. It's usually for like the space behind signs, so obviously I can't go behind where it's like barbed wired, but the parking lot does not have a no trespassing sign. Huh. It's just like an old fire hose, like the part that actually squirts the water out, the nozzle. If anybody knows what this is, please let me know. Please tell me. See, sucks. Okay, so this will be authorized personnel only. We will not be able to go into somewhere like this, even though it may be like a public building or this or that. They do have signs outside saying that the building is for authorized personnel only. So that's that. This looks to be the end of the sidewalk as well. And the fence goes all the way down. Now, I did see a fire truck pull in down there, so the gate most likely opens up to let them in. But yeah, the gate goes all the way down. The fence does, with the barbed wire. So that will be the end of where we can videotape here at the Fire Research and Training Facility. Okay. You guys know I try and respect lawful signage, so because they have a fence and a no trespassing sign on the fence, it means I can't go back into that area. And because there are fences down there, I do respect that. They have made the barrier of privacy, or created a barrier of privacy, and made proper signage letting you know not to go into the area of their barrier of privacy. So I will respect that. That is how you properly do it right there, folks. You put a fence up around the entire area and you put proper signage. Okay. This is a fueling station, but because there is a fence around the entire area and also a restricted area, authorized personnel only sign, this is properly gated off. The same with here. There is a gate here and then restricted area authorized personnel only, letting you know that county vehicles there and employees and visitors here. I don't believe the restricted area sign was there last time. I'll have to go back in my footage and see. I should be throwing it up on the screen for you guys to see now. And yeah, we'll see if they got the proper signage. I'm almost 100% sure that wasn't there last time. They had very faded, like, no trespassing vehicles, like authorized vehicles only, or something about like county vehicles only, which is cool. That's fine. They can have that type of signage there. That means you can't go in through that gate. You can't drive in through that gate. All right, now it says visitors. And it does say heroes work here. And it also says restricted area authorized personnel only. Now again, I believe because they have a fence around it and they have the proper signage posted at every single entrance, that I must respect this. This is the visitor's entrance, quote unquote, and they do have a restricted area authorized personnel only sign here. So yeah, I believe I do need to respect that signage. Which is good. It's good that Don learned his lesson. That's how that works for everyone that was confused in the last video. That's Don right there. 2218 AA has Don right there in a police vehicle. Watch, I'm telling y'all. See where he goes. Yeah, watch. Look at his weird ass. What's up, Donnie boy? What's up? I think it was something like that. Look at his big ass. Look at his big ass. What's up, Donnie boy? Sorry, I'm using my phone too. Don't go hiding now. Don't go hiding now, Donnie boy. Ran. You scared of a taco? Yep, this is water operations. I told you they're on high alert. Look out. Oh, nosy bastards. Nosy bastards. Those are solar panels. I knew it. Yep. You can see from the underneath shot that they are solar panels. That's cool. They probably just have like some coverings and stuff on top right now until the construction's done, so they don't get scratched or dirty or anything. I knew it though. That was the same stuff that PG was doing. Yep, yeah, look. What do they call that? The transformer? Yeah, there was the transformer. It's the thing that actually like takes the power that's generated from the solar panels and transfers it to like the grid or the storage area, the bank in which they store the electricity. Ready to go. Yeah, can somebody explain that to me? Is like that how that works? There's BG&E. We live here in Maryland and everything is done by Baltimore Gas and Electric. It's monopolized. So does BG&E like just have a giant basically power bank like I would have for my phone, but a massive one where they just like have the power stored and ready to give to people? Or is it something that's just like being generated as it's demanded? Or how does that work? I've always been curious if there was like a power bank system or how it was. How it was ultimately. What's going on, brother?
How's it going?
My guy, I met you here last time, right?
Yeah, actually,
My man, Matt.
Joe.
Joe,
Yeah,
my
nice to
guy.
meet you.
Sorry. You know,
I like your taco, man.
Thank you. It's Halloween.
It's not
Halloween.
Tuesday,
No,
though.
it's
Yeah,
not.
I'm loving it.
Normally, I go out and do this on Tuesday or Thursday. So then I'm posting a video on Wednesday or like Friday, and everyone's like, "Oh, you missed Taco Tuesday." So now I'm trying to get ahead of the curve. I actually had a quick question. I noticed when I saw the things being built, I was curious. I figured they were probably solar panels as well, like PG County was doing, and I saw that. So then I was just asking my phone. You're a very smart guy. You know a lot about this shit.
Yeah.
How is it that like BG&E provides the service or the electricity? I know everything comes through BG&E. So is it the same as like our phones have power banks and they just have like a big power bank that has a lot stored, or is it generated on demand as people need it?
That's a great question. I don't know the answer to that. I'll be honest with you. My understanding is the panels that we're building right here are going to be providing direct power.
Just in this building, yeah.
Cool.
Sorry, brother.
Hey,
would you happen to know what this is out here?
Finance, all this. Yeah, I believe so. If you were, I saw you pulling up there. If you keep going and then make the next left, there's like a horseshoe that goes around. I believe it's one of those buildings in that horseshoe that's right there.
It.
No problem, brother.
Have a good one.
It's the finance services. I believe I saw that in the little wrap.
Yeah, we've got a few other down that way over there. Yeah, but going back to that, so our solar over here, it's designed to power the entire complex. So this is actually a partnership through the Maryland Department of, I believe it's the Maryland Department of Environment. MDE is actually providing support with us for this. So what we're going to be able to do is provide solar for this entire complex to, you know, reduce the taxpayers.
Get off the grid.
Get off the grid. Plus the other thing too is, you know, we're mission essential. So we want to be able to operate, you know, in power
if you need it.
If we needed to, we want to be able to do that. So
that's sick.
Yeah, we're adding it there. We're going to be adding it to the entire complex of the building, so it should suffice. But to answer your question, as for like battery backup, we don't have any of that. We don't have any of that as of yet.
I like didn't know what to call the thing at first. I go, it looks like a transformer. I think that's what's that called. And then I just, I believe they're called like transformers or something. I think that was the term for it. So I started asking my subscribers. I was like, if anybody knows, let me know. That's why when I saw you, I'm like, Joe's smart. He'll know.
That's too funny. Yeah. No, that I think is just how they're feeding the juice down into the
thing. Again, it collects the. It'll collect the stuff from the panels and, like you said, actually transfer it to the. I just didn't know, like, in, let's say, like somewhere that was where I got curious. Let's say solar panels were somewhere like not at this complex in a field. Does that type of stuff go like just onto the grid and get used? Does it go to a bank?
It really varies. It varies. So I used to work with that in a prior gig. I used to work with them and work with solar and stuff like that. And that was one of the, you know, the go-tos that we had was we'd have like, you know, power walls or this other fun stuff that would, you know, harness the cells, and they send, you can either send it directly to the power company, you know, and then like essentially like you send it over to the power company, they'll like consume it because everyone's got to use electricity right? So that is what might be going on.
They'll actually like credit some people too if you. I think if you give them more than you use, they'll give you like a credit. That's pretty sick, man.
You know, if you're in a good solared area, you know, and you got that option.
No obstructions. Yep. That'd be sick.
They were out here for, geez Louise, a decent time, kind of putting up the tests, and they had like little meters and everything like that to
make sure it was all working.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Well, it's changed a lot since because you were here.
Oh God, it was like
3-4 months ago.
I think it was probably like June, maybe around June. I think it was June or July. I think I came here and checked out the facility, and then down there.
I remember that actually. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and we
somewhere between like May and July, somewhere around there.
I think that's about right. Yeah. And we just We're just wrapping them up and putting the
it looks
cells
good
up over here. Yeah, we've got them here. If you want to look, I'll show you.
Yeah, they had just when I was in PG County, I think I was in PG County originally right before I came here and saw you guys around that time, and they had just done the same thing. So when I saw these, I was walking up and I go, I wonder if these are solar panels or just cover or.
We're doing solar.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
That's
very
sick,
proud of
though.
this. Oh well, it's gonna be great, I think.
I used to work for a company called Star Energy that was actually owned by the gentleman who owned the restaurant I used to work at.
Okay.
And we would go to hotels, let's say like Hagerstown or Cumberland or whatever's up there, and stay at a hotel and clean all of the P-Tech units, which are like the long AC units. And we were cleaning them just to reduce like the kilowatts that it was using.
Right.
And it was ultimately like a for the betterment of Maryland type of program. So they got paid based on if they got the results that were required or this or that. So we would stay at a hotel for 3 or 4 days, clean the shit out of them, try to get them, you know what I mean?
Right.
Cleaned up. So it was pretty cool. I've never done the solar, but
Hey Joe, question for you. For our solar, are we selling it directly back to BG&E and sending it to them, or is it coming directly to our building?
It's coming to our building, and then any excess is going to go to our other sites.
Yep.
Okay, so we're
that's sick. That's cool, man. That's awesome.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yep,
so
that's sick.
excess is going to our other
So
sites.
yeah, that's cool. So it ultimately will provide everything for here. Yep, that's badass. Yeah, I just started thinking, I was like, I know BG&E does everything in the state. I wonder if they just have like banks that are in areas that provide stuff, or how it worked.
Yeah.
I'm just curious. I'm a very inherently curious person.
It's good to be curious.
Now I guess you guys are probably closed, aren't you?
Yeah, we close at 4 each day.
Okay, I didn't know if it was 4:30 or not. I was already in the loop, so I figured I'd walk up and check it out.
Yeah, we're out at 4:30. Or
Okay.
excuse me, 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock, yeah.
When we close over here. I mean, we're always
staggering out after that, but it closes at 4.
We've got people. We've got things floating in and out. Assets and things over there.
But the general business hours, I got you.
And this building over here.
I'm glad I walked up here, though.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad I thought it was 4:30, because now I got an answer to a good question and a good conversation.
Oh, it's a pleasure seeing you again.
You too, brother.
Have a great day. Stay safe.
You too. Thank you. Happy Halloween.
Hey, you too.
Take it easy.
Stay safe.
Taco Tuesday, baby. I know it's only Monday now, but hopefully when the video comes out. Take it easy, Mr. Joe. Why did I think it was Matt? Why did I think it was Matt? Matt, it was Joe. Okay. Yeah, he's cool peoples, man. He was the guy here last time that gave me a rundown of like how the water system works and things like that. I don't know if he like necessarily understood what I was asking. I also explained it very badly. I just didn't know like how BG&E like provides electricity. Are they just like producing the same amount of electricity all hours of the day? Now, like, obviously during, let's say 9 a.m. or 8 a.m. to like 7 p.m., the state's going to be using more electricity than it is during the other hours. So do they just keep producing the same amount and store that excess during the night in a power bank to then use in the morning to take some like pressure off the system? Or how does it work? Do they only produce the electricity as it's needed? That's what I was curious of. But he did answer a great question that I probably would have asked myself right after that about the selling it back to the grid. And that's cool. They're not selling it back to there. They are providing it to the other facilities that will be on Arundel County's grid. That's cool. Alrighty.
I'm going in. A grammar to a cripple you. I hope you ain't got shit to do. A hit or two, a scramble you. So pass it like Campbell do. Mary Jane and Maryland, take you to the fairyland. One puff enough, get you stuck like a mannequin. Crack the Dutch, dump the guts, call it minivan.